Welcome to Dev and Why. Today I will talk about how to optimize your LinkedIn profile to make it searchable, whether you're searching for your first job or you're making another jump into your career. These search advices and tips and optimization for the LinkedIn profile will help you stand out between other profiles, both for the human reading, for example, recruiters and hiring managers, and search engine system, which is LinkedIn itself. Let's go and dive into it. Craft an engaging and targeted headline. So first thing with your LinkedIn profile, you want to manage your headline. That's the first thing people pay attention and system when they searching your profile above others paying attention to. Let's take example of the front-end developer. You will put there front-end developer specializing in React.js or front-end developer React.js and Node.js. You'll put some spaces in between and symbols. That way you show your specialization, which is front-end development, and library and frameworks you are specialized in particular React and Node.js. The headline is very important because that way you show quickly to everyone what you can do, what your specialization, in very minimum amount of the symbols or words. And don't put things like searching for the job. This doesn't attract people. Showcase how you're different from others. The next big thing is summary or section about. It's very important to put there not overly too much information, but not too little. But this is important for in terms of the search optimization. For example, if it's React.js front-end development, you want to have both front-end development and React in your headline and both in the summary. But summary is a little more wide area. So you can do something like this. Mention your passion, what drives you forward, what you're passionate about, and link it with your skills and expertise. For example, mention that you're passionate about the front-end development, you like innovations, you like developing apps, and you keep learning every day and trying to improve yourself. You can mention what kind of a tech stack you're looking or specializing. For example, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, React.js, Redux, and something else. Put everything in a summary. Try to verse it. Maybe take that tag, run through the ChatGPT or any other AI tool. It's both searchable for the keyword and also visible to people. So it's easy to read and search. It should be both all the time. Next important section will be your experience. Whatever the experience you had before internship or part-time working or even the free work or freelance work, doesn't matter. Put everything you've done inside the experience, what you have built, what tools have you used. If you have done any projects, side projects, created some apps, put everything inside your experience part. Even if you've done the bootcamp, you can put it there as well. Put the job title as a software engineer, backend engineer, or front-end engineer. Put the dates for the company. You can put freelance or whatever the name of the company if there are any associated. So try to remove unrelated experience if you have more related experience. Let's take my experience. I was doing application support for HR system, which is not related to software engineering directly. I was not developing apps, but I was supporting application system which was running on SQL database, and I was very proficient with the SQL database. So I put it there and I mentioned, hey, I was supporting SQL database. I know how to run SQL. It's great if you have that kind of experience. If you don't have that related experience, try to verse any experience you had before, which is unrelated directly, but try to tailor them to software engineering. Make them more appealing and more related to the software engineering, whatever skills you have. Try to align them. The next three sections is projects, courses, and education. If you have related education, something like computer science or software engineering, that's great. Put it on the top, drag it to the, you can move sections between your profile. You can show either your experience first or your education first. Like in my example, I don't have a computer science degree, so I move my education as a second, and first I put experience because I have more experience in the field and less related education. But if you have a good education or you pass through the courses or bootcamp, put it in there in the courses in education and move it to the top if it's more relevant and more heavy than your experience. As for the projects, you probably have done at least one or more projects so far. Put it inside project, explain the project, and if you have a link, put the link there. Skills and endorsements. It sounds obvious, but put your skills inside related section. JavaScript, HTML, CSS, Redux. Put everything in the skills and ask your connections in LinkedIn or your friends to endorse you for that skills. That creates more credibility and trust upon your skills for the people. And also it's important for your searchability in LinkedIn. There's one more section which is called recommendations. You have to do both. Ask for recommendations from every colleague you have worked with and give recommendations. So as more recommendations you have is better for you, especially if you have worked with somebody on software engineering project, either part-time or full-time, paid, unpaid, it doesn't matter. It matters if somebody in that field recommends you as a software engineer or in related field. Even if it's not related, it's good to have at least few recommendations than zero. And bonus tip is continuous engagement. Keep communicating with the people, add more connections, add recruiters, add hiring managers, add other software engineers in the field. Be active. This is professional social network, but be very active. And the more emphasis you put with all the keywords starting from your headline, summary, experience, and down to the skills and projects, the more information you put related to the software engineering, the more benefits falls on you. And you can see that in analytics. Every week, I think in the middle of the week, LinkedIn will send you search results, and you can go to the search results and see how many people looked actually for your profile and by which keyword. In my example, when I used to be in the sales and my profile was heavy in sales, I was searched as a salesperson, as account manager. When I tweaked my profile towards software engineer, front-end engineer, I got more search results as a front-end developer. So I hope you got a lot of useful tips regarding how to optimize your LinkedIn profile, both if you have experience or not. And if you feel this video gave you something useful, click like button, put your ideas in the comments, and subscribe please to the channel if you want to see more information related to the software engineering and optimization for the search job. Thank you, bye.